guys! It's Larry here! Welcome to Heavenly Hall! Couldn't help myself. But yeah, we're back with Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney.
Yes,
And,
indeed. Indeed.
There's Sierra, and somewhere is Danny. Danny, where are you? We need you. We got a case to solve.
I'm sleepy! I wanna go to bed!
No, we got a case to solve. Come on. You gotta do it for...
Okay, let me get my food then. I need some grub.
Ah, got my food. Okay, I'm here. I'm quick with cooking. Yep. Well, I'll stage up, guys. No worries.
Yep.
So
we're
somebody
back
wanna...
with more Ace Attorney, aren't we?
Yep. Somebody wanna explain what happened?
I guess what happened was that a famous author was killed at a spirit training place, and we're trying to solve who did it, but it seems like it could be a lady named Iris, who Larry here is, of course, in love with. But we don't think it's Iris. We actually don't know who it is.
We're a little bit uncertain about that.
We got our suspicions, but we can't be clear yet.
Yeah, clear head is unclear. Okay. I can take a little bit of a nice meal.
What is this little shack anyway?
There goes my PS3 controller.
Well, I just discovered it myself yesterday. And why were you down here in the first place?
You summoned demons to get my love.
Come on! I'm an artist! I was looking for a good place to sketch. This is a great little place. It's artistic. It's quiet, it's cold, it's got no power, and looks like it's about to occur.
Sounds more like a death trap.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god. Really?
Larry is cook.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, so you call artist a little bit cuckoo, Danny?
No. I mean Larry's statement there.
Oh my god.
Larry in general is just crazy, that's all.
Yeah.
I mean,
He's being random.
Yeah, he's sure is
sounds a lot
random.
like my apartment there, pal.
He's been idiotic for 50 minutes straight. If we talk to him. Being idiotic 50 minutes straight. Confirmed. There you go. Note that down, ladies and gentlemen.
That's why we come up with every time we see the butts. If something smells, it's usually
Booty.
booty. No, it's the butts.
Booty. Booty.
It's the butts.
It's the booty.
One thing's for sure, no one is likely to show up and disturb you here. So, can I get you something to drink? Some hot water, maybe?
How do you make hot water here?
He will sit on it.
Okay.
He holds cold water between his legs and it turns out to be little lava, if you know what I mean.
The lighting is a bit screwed.
Do we even recall that?
He's getting all buddy on us, sir.
He didn't do it. I have that feeling he's going to scream it out. Like an idiot.
As usual.
Listen to me. Oh, listen to me, Edgy.
She's innocent!
You've got to do this. You've got to save Iris. Why are you so sure she's innocent? Because she's cute?
Here he comes. I know it's a scream!
Shut your mouth! Anyway, I've made up my mind about it.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, oh.
We got a problem. Oh.
Uh-oh.
I'm going to marry that girl.
Where have we heard that before?
I'm going to marry this girl. I'm going to marry that girl. I'm going to marry all girls. How are you supposed to do that?
I wish I knew.
Mr. Edgeworth is pretending he didn't hear you, so I'm gonna ask for him. Have you already asked this girl to marry you? No, not yet, but I can tell how she feels by looking in her eyes.
I don't think she will love you.
She's got this, I really want this man to carry me over the threshold look. I'm
Keep
sure Nick
dreaming,
would be
bud.
surprised.
Keep dreaming, Butsy. I don't think it's the one that she got followed from you, but somebody else.
Yeah, I think it will be Nick that she likes.
He'd never imagined that I could marry such a beautiful girl like that. Something tells me he would be shocked indeed.
Oh, but go date Maya.
That's why I didn't want her to do anything dangerous. I mean, what am I gonna do if she gets hurt?
Cry like a baby. Instead of
What is this guy trying to say? He lost me about a mile back. If we really want to know the answer to that, we're going to have to drag him onto the witness stand. Come to think of it, you still haven't answered my question. Where were you and what were you doing last night? Oh man, don't you have anything else to talk about? With that kind of attitude, you'll never be a ladies' man like me.
God!
Edgeworth, I'm on the same page as you.
Oh, for the mother of God!
If I had a punching email, I would like to get all in his face.
Man.
Larry is dirty.
Okay, chill out with those scary eyes. I got it. If you really want to know, last night I saw something incredible. Something incredible. Oh boy. Yeah, but let's not talk about that now. Let's talk about the good old days. What do you say? Come on, I'll pour you a nice cup of hot water. Why hasn't he realized that I absolutely despise talking about the good old days, especially with him?
Let me
Okay,
guess.
so you can actually present the Magatama to him on these. Yes.
Give me a moment, I need to... Much better. Come on.
Alright, now you're going to tell me what you really saw last night. Whoa, you're really upset, aren't you, Edgy? Okay, I'll talk. Huh? Ugh, that was a bit too easy. Yeah, anyway, it was awesome. Never seen anything like it. At around 10 o'clock last night, it started thundering. I'd been sleeping, I'm not sure for how long. Suddenly, zing! The world in front of me went white. Like I'd just been slapped in the face by my old girlfriend, Naomi.
Wait,
Who's Naomi?
I'm checking. Larry Butts.
Slapped by Naomi. He thinks he's a ladies' man, but well, he's a failure.
Sydney Stone.
Fifth Halloween, fifth Halloween, 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 Halloween.
Nope.
I don't think we've met a Naomi before.
No. Interesting.
Must be one of his other girlfriends that we've never seen.
Yep.
Well, she is part. She is part of. She's called Naomi Nishiyama.
You have a link?
Yeah.
I don't want to see her.
She doesn't have a face, but it says about who she is. It, of course, incomplete.
So it's actually the person that made the games. They made a reference to one of the makers. I was finding funny, like, beneath Eternal Links it says like from 2 cases before. Or 3 cases.
I know. Our muscular masquerade.
Please expand me!
Expand me!
You see that too.
Expand me, honey! Expand me!
Kind of funny, to be honest, that I noticed that.
Expand me!
And then it was on fire. The bridge was on fire.
The whole city is on fire!
Dusky Bridge caught on fire? Are you saying you saw it with your own eyes? Hey, why are you giving me the evil eye? I'm telling the truth. There are still 3 Psychologs remaining. That means he's still trying to hide something. By the way, Larry, where were you when you saw that happen? What you say? What do you mean?
Okay.
What do you mean, what do I mean? Just answer the question. I was in my room, by the main hall. Where else would I be? As usual, you're as transparent as an empty jelly jar.
Oh.
The problem, I suspect, lies there. There? What do you mean, there? It's impossible for you to have seen lightning strike Dusky Bridge from your room.
Tell me.
Yes, you're right.
I had a feeling I had to present this.
Because it's a map.
This is a map of the area. Take a look around the vicinity of Hazakura Temple. What am I looking for? I think that should be fairly obvious. The main hall is surrounded by trees, and it's impossible to see the bridge from here. Plus, there's a cliff in the way as well. What? Why didn't you tell me that before? Well, how about it? How about what? Do you feel like talking now? About what? It looks like it won't be that easy after all.
With the butts? Nope.
It's never been easy
You leave
before.
me no choice. I'll have to move on to the next step. You weren't in your room at the temple, so then where were you? You don't know that I wasn't in my room? So where was I, and why was he there? If I've read the situation out to this point correctly, the answer is fairly obvious. He was here at Heavenly Hall. Very well then, let's test my theory. The place you witnessed lightning striking Dusky Bridge from was here.
Heavenly Hall.
Heavenly Hall.
He said it himself.
Yeah, I thought a few of this bridge in Heavenly Hall.
The place you saw the lightning strike from was naturally Heavenly Hall. Why would I be hanging out in this old shack? It's freezing cold, there's no electricity, and it could fall apart at any minute. Larry, how do you know that anyway? How do you know there's no electricity? After all, it's not that dark yet. Uh-oh. In other words, you have just provided evidence to prove my theory. My theory that you've at least once in your life visited Heavenly Hall after sunset. I have to admit, I'm impressed, Edgy. You're in a totally different league from Nick.
Leave from it.
That's nice. Now tell me. What were you doing at this cold little shack last night? That's what you might call a fair decor? I think you mean a far decor. Could it be you were waiting for someone? Oh no! You really are one scary guy, you know?
To be honest, I already know what kind of he's talking about.
I said my line, bro.
Well,
I believe that last night you were waiting for this person to come meet you. Yep.
how do I even knew?
There's only one person you'd wait for in a horrible place like this, Larry. I told you before, don't call me Larry. The person you were waiting for was Iris. Ooh, suddenly I feel cold all over, Edgy. No doubt because of my chilly glare. So you think I got the hots for Sister Iris, huh? Do you have some kind of evidence?
Not ding! It's like, he's cold as ice.
You got something that proves? Yeah. This is where I draw the line and end this ridiculous little game. Here's the evidence that proves you were waiting for Iris. Yeah, you're right. Here's your evidence. You called her to the spot with a pathetic blackmail letter. Oh, hey, get that back! You're embarrassing me! What are you doing with that anyway? That's not important. I misjudged you, Larry. What do you mean? Taking advantage of a woman's frailty like that, you should be ashamed of yourself. Oh, oh! First of all, what's this at the top of the letter? It says salutation here. Well, that's what it said in that book, Letter Writing for Dummies. You're not supposed to actually write that. That's where you're supposed to write, Dear Iris. I'm so sorry.
Send it to her, man. Not to Miles.
So, you were here in Heavenly Hall last night, weren't you, Larry? And you saw the lightning hit Dusky Bridge, didn't you? Sorry, Edgy. Sorry doesn't cut it, you scumbag, threatening a young lady like that. Wait, hold up. What now, pal? What are you talking about? Threatening stuff. I'll tell you what, you tried to scare Iris by threatening to expose her secret, pal. What do you mean threaten? When did I threaten her? Unless you want your secret to be exposed. That sure sounds like a threat to me, pal. Blackmail, in fact. Give me a break, it's a love letter. Have you ever been in love? What did you just say? My love for her burned so hotly it could melt all the snow on this mountain. Oh? Then what is this secret you mentioned? Come on, Edgy! Don't you get it? I'm talking about the secret love between her and me. Obviously, she wouldn't want old Lady Bikini to know about it, right? About our hot and sour bittersweet love affair. Oh boy.
Picture, if you will.
Alright, then why did you send a love letter in a business-like manila envelope? Give me a break, it's not my fault I didn't have any other envelopes, yeesh! And why were you so quick to apologize, pal? It's cause Edgy gave me that scary look of his! What's wrong, Edgy? Why are you so quiet all of a sudden? That's it? That's what all those huge locks were about? I don't understand why you were so defensive. Well, I don't know either. I guess the thing is, you shouldn't expect too much from a guy like me. Hey, come on, don't let it get you down. But Mr. Edgeworth, this guy is still holding something. I know it. What do you mean, detective? Don't forget what this guy said just a minute ago. If you really want to know, last night, I saw something incredible. He's right. Larry! What? You're looking at me like a hungry dog that just found a bone! What was this something incredible you saw last night? You're going to tell me, Larry, one way or another. I already told you, didn't I? I saw lightning strike Dusky Bridge. Yes, and I believe it was the incredible sight you saw. But now that I think about it, something doesn't quite ring true. Oh, what doesn't? If that's all there is to your story, your heart wouldn't have had all those locks. Therefore, Larry, I do believe you saw something last night, something more incredible than lightning. What? When? Where? Why? How? Hey, what do you think you're doing? If you hide anything from Mr. Edgeworth, I'll arrest you on the spot, pal.
What?
Whoa.
Holy
Holy
moly!
shit! No! No! What's wrong, sir? Does this mean I had to do it all over again? Why are you glaring at me like I'm next to be hit by a bolt of lightning? I've just about had it with this Harlequin. If I really want to drag the truth out of him, I'll just have to drag him to the witness stand.
Oh, for God's sake.
Good grief.
Oh man, this went crazy from one half to another half. Finally.
February 9, 9:47 a.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby, number 1. Oh my! Mr. Laurice feels that way about me?
Apparently, he isn't aware of your real secret at all.
Aww.
This is no time to be embarrassed.
I'm sorry. I'm just hardly accustomed to this sort of things.
Worry not. Worry not, and in any case, whatever it was that he saw on the night of the incident, mark my words, I will drag it out of him.
Does that mean Mr. Laurice is the witness today?
I believe that none will be the first to take the stand.
Sister Bikini.
She claims to have seen the very instant in which you carried out the crime. I just want to ask you one last time. It really wasn't you who killed Miss Elise Dawson, correct?
Oh, that is correct. It wasn't me.
Very well then.
Mr. Edgeworth?
Yes?
You are the prosecutor, aren't you? Are you sure about this? If your true identity is revealed.
Don't worry, I've made the necessary arrangements.
I see.
Iris, it is a prosecutor's job to doubt people. But right now, I am a defense attorney. A defense attorney's job is to believe in people, and to believe until the bitter end. That's what my friend told me once.
Mr. Edgeworth.
I simply ask that you watch and decide for yourself. Whether or not I am fit to do the task I have been entrusted.
Very well, sir. I leave my defense in your capable hands.
Oh, pardon you, princess.
February 9, 10 a.m. This kid courtroom number 7. Hey!
Oh, I can finally have a voice! Court is now in session for the trial of Sister Iris of the Sakura Temple.
The defense is ready, Your Honor.
The defense indeed appears to be ready. However, the same cannot be said for the prosecution in this case.
Indeed.
I'm not sure that I like this such a blasted waste of this court's time. The empty prosecutor's chair can only mean that the prosecutor has no confidence in their ability to prove their case. It would seem this case is already over before it had the chance to begin. I'm ready to announce my verdict at this time. The court finds the defendant.
Objection!
Who's there?
Oh. The prosecution stands ready.
And you are?
Francisca von Kama, prosecuting prodigy.
Von Karma, you say? Perchance you shouldn't be any related to the legendary prosecutor Manfred von Karma.
Ah. Legends are the thing of the past. I am von Karma, that is all. Upon my special request, I flew in today for purpose of prosecuting this case.
You did? Then you must be quite a big shot, eh? By the way, Miss Edgeworth.
Yes, Your Honor?
I'm almost certain that I've seen you somewhere before, or I'm just imagining things. You look very much like a prosecutor I met once.
I believe you are imagining things, Your Honor.
Miss Von Karma, do you have anything to say?
Ah. There's no such weaklings as this man among those of the prosecutor's office.
Ah, she's actually setting up for him? That's interesting.
I told you there is no such weakling!
What is that, a whip? I'm not sure I can have such thing in my courtroom. Bailiff, remove that whip at...
I have no objection to the whip.
Just went like right on. He was knowing what he was going to say. You don't?
The prosecution can wield a whip or drink 17 cups of coffee. But there is still only one truth. That is what I stand here to prove today.
This promises to be interesting, Miles Edgeworth.
The fight between Justin and Shira.
Boy, this is going to be really interesting.
1, 2, 3, fight! I had expected to face Phoenix Wright here today.
No fighting under the belt, no breast tilting, no throwing the tips, and no nose picking. Also, no ear whips.
But looking at you now, maybe this is what I have been waiting for all this time. Miles Edgeworth, I will not allow this chance to crush you slip through my fingers.
I see you brought your flair for the... What is that word?
Brought for your histrionic.
No. Histrionic. I've never heard of that word before.
Histrionic.
Me neither.
Histrionic. I see you brought your flair for the histrionic.
Try to search for it. Maybe you know about it.
Allow me to add other things I'm not sure about. People acting bizarrely in my court. Ah!
Your stage is set. Now continue with the proceedings, Your Honor.
Very well, Miss Farkama, please give me an outline of this case. As a little whipping as possible.
Behave,
There's lots of whipping.
behave, Judge.
I'm waiting for like...
Behave, Judge. Danny.
Oh crap.
Oh my god. Oh my brain. The murder victim is the famed picture book author, Miss Elise Duriaktinium. Her body was found in the Hazukura Temple courtyard. She had been stabbed through the torso by a ceremonial sword from the golden statue.
The sword in this picture is the weapon in question, correct? Very well, the court accepts this photo of the crime scene.
There is no mistake. This was the doing of Sister Iris. After all, there was a witness to her crime.
Very well. Please bring the witness to the stand.
Judgment, Justin.
And so it begins.
1, 2, 3, fight!
My first and last trial as a defense attorney.
I want to bet it will not be his last. But I can be wrong.
You never know. It
Yeah.
might not be his last.
You never know, you. Oh. Let us take an operation, please.
Only this! Like, well, on here, I'm not sure about this if I get this at all. Witness, please stand up nice and straight.
If I recall correctly, there are a few milk crates in the defendant's lobby for our back pain plagued witness.
Bailey, fetch a crate for this poor lady, please.
Once again, your name and occupation, please. Little old me. Well, I'm the headman of Hazakura Temple on Eagle Mountain. My name is Bikini. You got it, Bikini. Nice to meet you, everyone.
I like it. Well, you don't appear to be wearing a bikini right now.
The courtroom is in a garden of holy judgment. Those with laity in their hearts should leave this sanctuary at once.
You want me to leave?
No need to get your bikinis in twists. Let me tell you, I a sight of to behold in summer. Oh God.
In any case, witness, I hear that you saw the crime take place on the night in question.
This is so weird. Maybe I'm seeing him from the other angle, and now she's like standing there in the defense spot.
That's right. I can still hardly believe it myself, to be honest. There's nowhere dear little Iris could do anything like that.
Let's hear what you have to say then. First, tell me about your own movements that night, eh?
The night before the murder. The night before Christmas. That night I was helping the night with her training in the inner temple, but...
Sorry, I was distracted
well,
by something.
as you can see, my backlines to act up violently. So I left Iris to help me acolyte and returned to Hazakura Temple. There's no poverty in her temple, you see, and I needed a long, hot soak. If it was after I had finished, just as I was heading back to ditch when I saw it.
So it was simply coincidence that you found yourself returning to Zarkar Temple.
Yes, you could say that. If my back hadn't been in so much pain, I would have stayed in the inner temple.
That sounds like a pretty important statement she just made.
There's only one problem with this testimony that I can see. You know, she said, she told Iris to go to that temple where Maya is actually practicing.
In the temple?
So she actually left. So, of course, Bikini left. And then she saw, of course, Iris stabbing the rider.
Yeah.
So she was actually in two places that she saw her.
So it can only be that somebody possessed her.
Yeah, possessed. And you're not about to fall in the first hurdle. Now, are you, Miles Edgeworth?
Josh Tipper? Your line?
Well, it's just dots, so...
Yeah. Mr. Edgeworth, please begin your cross-examination.
With a fight. What's examination? In the middle? In the night of the murder?
Well, I think I don't have to say anything.
Oh my god. I said it
Okay,
again.
so...
Christmas.
Present Iris's testimony at the third statement.
There you go.
Witnesses have to undergo their own trials, I'm afraid. The defendant's fate rests on their powers of observation and memory, after all.
Well, don't worry, I'm more up to do the task. I'm a woman of faith, after all. The head honcho of Hazukura Temple.
In that case, Miss Honcho, I'd like you to explain something for me.
Give me a moment, my British is not doing the case very well.
Edgeworth.
That might fix my problem. Yep, well, much better. I can see again.
The discrepancy between your testimony and that of the defendant, Iris. She claims that after ringing the lights out bell, she went back and stayed in her room. Which means she did not go to the inner temple at all.
Oh, you said that? Objection.
Defenders or a witness. Who is more likely to lie, do you suppose?
The defendant is simply lying to cover her back. There we go, we're having a shockwave moment here. Illogical.
But that is completely illogical.
That's what Shockwave always said. Logical and illogical.
The murder was committed in the courtyard of Hazakura Temple. Claiming that she went to the inner temple would make for a much better alibi.
Huh?
Wait a minute.
Mm.
Let's rewind a bit. If Sister Bikini saw Iris at the inner temple and the bridge got on fire, it's supposed to be Iris not be still at the inner temple. You know what I mean?
What are you trying to say, bro?
Well, remember that the bridge got on fire. It collapsed when Phoenix went over it.
Yeah.
So Sister Iris is supposed to not be in the defense seat right now because she can't get out. Well, she can get out, but she cannot cross. She's stuck. The song until it gets repaired. So that's problem one. But Sister Iris is here. See my picture?
I think so.
Yeah.
But that is odd. Whatever the reason, I can't believe that she would lie.
She does indeed have Hana's eyes. Ah!
Oh, people lie. That is my belief.
Why am I the only one being whipped in here? Anyway, neither of the witness nor the defense have any reason to lie. Which means we must call your memory into question.
Dear, you're older than me, and yet you want to play that game, do you?
Well, it isn't exactly what I...
My memory is perfect, crystal clear, especially in winter.
Then I suppose it's too early to end this conversation. Miss Edgeworth, if you are going to question the memory of his witness, you will need to show me more piece of evidence. Since the beginning, don't dare to lie to us. So I can help it.
Understood, Your Honor. I was naive to think that alone would do the trick.
Then please add your comments about Iris to this testimony. Let us return to the cross-examination. Okay, what now?
Okay, let's have a look. Do. So you present Iris's hood on the new statement, so the one that says Iris came to the inner temple. You present the hood.
So this in total?
Yeah, yep, that's the one. You present that.
Wait a minute,
remember,
you're
this was-
right. So it's yeah, the only thing we can come across with the solutions, Pearl must have taken the form of Iris, or at least Dahlia Hawthorne. This can't be the only reason.
Objection. Witness, let's get one thing straight. The defendant, whom you claim to have met, she was wearing this demon warding hood, correct?
Of course. That is very important piece of clothing you have, you know. Wait a minute. Objection. Hold it right there. Why do you have that? Be right back,
That's
guys.
the question of the day now, isn't it,
Okay.
Miss Von Karma?
Be right back, guys.
Yep.
Okay. I'll have you know that this hood was given to someone as a gift that night, before the lights out bell was rung.
Well, in the meanwhile, we're gonna get a little toilet break and getting some new drinks. So be right back, guys. Oh, what? I see Edgeworth, Maya, Phoenix. Oh, the Magic Girl. Oh, I've got my drink. Can't.
Here I am.
Welcome
What?
back.
What?
You know where I'm going with this, don't you? If the witness had seen the defendant as she claims, then the iris she saw should have been missing this very hood.
Well.
It's not a bad feeling at all, exposing contradictions like this. Now I understand that happy look on Wright's face every time he does it.
I think going more times. Oh.
Zeg maar. Danny. Say it. Whoa. Sister.
Maybe we do all see Edgeworth more as a defense attorney.
Defendant. This hood, you have spare ones around the temple, don't you? Spares? Well, I don't tend to make too many of them.
I see a stockpile, I suppose of hoods, hey?
Each nun is only given one hood. Do we become a Hobbit Robin Hood? This should be the only hood that Iris owns.
This is quite strange. Ah!
If there is a supplies of hoods, then she would have worn one of those. There is no contradiction here.
I'm sorry to break to see you, Miss Von Kammer, but you won't get away that easily. Discrepancy such as this will sow seeds in any human heart. The seeds of doubt.
Witness, while I don't wish to call your testimony in doubt, you must give every detail and precision.
Not sure I'm comfortable going along with this. Sister, you shall continue with your testimony. Tell us what you saw after finishing your bath on your way back to the inner temple.
I see that are sprouting in the judge's heart. They just need a little bit more simulation to bear. Oh yeah, I'm sorry. Automatically used to be Phoenix Wright. Sorry, can't help it.
Yes, I was just about to say. You started talking before I got a chance.
Sorry. I went autopilot.
More stimulation to bear fruit.
I went autopilot by accident.
Contradictory stimulation.
to my bar. I made my bath around 11, and I thought I should return to the other temple. And I was walking back. I heard a noise from the courtyard. I took a look, and I was mystically and with that sort of all things. Mr. Caliph was staying in the corner room, which faces out of the courtyard. The stabbing I saw must have occurred after she was pushed out of a window.
You saw a truly terrible sight, didn't you? If I was in your place, I should be much more like Von Karma's whipping him Miles Edgeworth in court, and me seeing it all from this very chair. Well, something like that.
This judge, his imagination is about as vivid and creative as Detective Gumshoe.
Ooh.
Uh-oh. It's starting already.
I would look the fool. I would look the fool if I could mention some such foolishness. Anyway, this case is mine, Miles Edgeworth.
Calling everyone by their full name, can't you do something about that habit of yours?
Well, you have to tell me.
Alright, so you present the autopsy report on the very last statement.
Autopsy report. There.
Impressive logic. That's what I'd like to say, anyway.
Oh, please do. My brain is something else, especially the winter.
However, I think you are overlooking one thing. Miss Von Karma, would you be so kind as to take another look at the autopsy?
The autopsy report?
The victim did fall from a height of 10 feet. However, this fall was after she was killed.
That's right, it says after death right here.
The scene the witness claims to have seen is contradictory. If the defendant stabbed and killed the victim there in the courtyard, how did the victim then go on to take a 10-foot fall?
Order, order! The victim was killed and then fell? If that's the case, then the victim must have been killed in her room. Don't you agree?
That's the logical conclusion. Yes, that's right. The victim must have been stabbed by the defendant in her own room. And she was then thrown out of her window down into the courtyard below.
Wait, didn't they say they heard a noise? Like, did the witness say that she heard a noise when she went out?
Be right back, guys.
I heard a noise from the courtyard. That was probably the noise of the person landing onto the snow, onto the ground.
Be right
Oh,
back,
that-
guys.
Yep.
Okay.
Let's try a little bit puzzle this together. in the meanwhile, while we wait for Shira. So she heard a noise in the courtyard. I'm correct, right?
Yeah.
So, if she heard a noise in the courtyard, which only appeared when... Yeah. That happened after she got killed.
Well, it must have been something. Okay, I'm trying to work this out too, because the noise that they heard probably would have been. No, I can't work it out. Oh,
it
wait,
can't
no.
be the sword.
Unless here's how I sort of see it, bro. What if the person, whoever it was that killed the writer, what if they stabbed her in the bedroom, right? But they stabbed her with such force that they both fell out of the window and onto the ground below. That would make sense, and that would add up to, what?
No, bro, that doesn't make sense.
Saying.
She got the bruises after she was killed. So she is killed in her bathroom.
Wait, she got the bruises after being killed? Is that what it says in... Is that what it says in the autopsy report?
Mm-hmm.
Can we have a look, please?
I'm back.
It just says about when the stab happened and how far the body fell. It doesn't mention the bruises.
Not how far from how high.
Yeah, how far, sorry. Body fell 10 feet after death.
And we're still on the unclear point of Pearl. We're still unclear about that. While we know from a lot of cases beforehand, Pearl can call up spirits, will take possession of her body and make her bigger. If the person is bigger, of course. Seeing where I'm going?
Yeah.
That's why I'm saying maybe it was Dolly Hawthorne that took possession of Pearl. And certain things happened.
Yeah, I'm still not sure about that, but I do think this is a possession case. It's so hard to say, though. It's so hard to say. Anyway, let's keep going. I'm gonna find out. Were there any signs of a struggle in Miss Dorksman's room?
Huh?
He was stabbed with a sword. That would leave a bloodstain, wouldn't you agree?
Well, Miss Fontana, was there any blood? Ah!
No traces of blood were found in the victim's room.
Your weapon just sees the trace of blood to be found on Gora's painful beard. However, if there is no blood in the room, then
No, there's no need for me to go over this, as I'm sure Your Honor is well aware of when a stab wound produced the most blood.
When produced the most blood?
Very little blood is securely lost at the moment of the blade's insertion. If you want to talk about when the most blood would be lost from a body,
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Something clicks in my head. We know Dario Hartle was the knower of this entire game so far as the poisoner. And a lot of the cases in this game, in this part of the trilogy, is around dissolving poisoning. Correct? It started with Phoenix Wright, then it's the imposter. it went on and on and on, and it didn't stop.
It was
Well,
always a poisoning of some kind, yeah.
Yeah, there was only one case that didn't have, and that was Run the Light. So what if she's actually poisoned, but so small that they can't find traces?
You mean the author got poisoned?
Yeah.
Why would she be poisoned first, and then stabbed, and then fall down?
I don't know. Something is
Seems like
just
an
clicking
odd thing
inside my
to
head.
do.
I don't know why.
That would be when the blade is removed.
Indeed, with the weapon still in place, it acts like a lid on the wound.
That's true. With the weapon still in the body, there's wouldn't be too much of bleeding. Wait. Probably she got stabbed, pushed out of the window, boom. She's probably still alive, but she actually died. No, wait, it can't be true because she was.
She died before she fell. Remember, that's what they clearly said.
Photo release. Prime photo. The picture of Iris killing the otter doesn't make sense because you see the otter still alive. She's like, ah! If you know what I mean.
That's memory, isn't it? Or is that actually a picture?
That was a memory. But that picture still reminds me. Yeah, I can be wrong. Very reasonable for a line of thinking.
We have come to a conclusion then. The victim was thrown out of the window with the sword still in place.
Oh! I get it! I get it why Sister Bikini thinks Iris killed her. She's trying to pull out the sword.
That would make sense. That would make sense. And would explain why Iris's handprints were all over the sword.
It's because she tried to pull it out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
This removes all of the contradictions.
But still, who murdered her actually then still? Order, order, order! I admit this is a possible version of events.
I'd expect no less from Francesca von Karma. She locates and takes control of every vital point.
Yeah, we know that from the previous game, when she got introduced. It seems that we need a clear testimony from the witness. Remove all supposition on your part and tell us only the facts, please. Witness, please remain standing on the crate. Hey.
Don't go selling me short now. Ooh. The weight of winter snow has bent me out of shape. Especially my back and my mood. Sister, please give us your testimony. I will give you a virtuous massage once we are finished here. That will be a German massage. Oh my god.
I like the line of...
Alright. Further details. When I looked across at his scene, the thought was already in place. Thank think about it now, I didn't actually see her step, Mystic Elise.
This picture I was talking about.
She tried to pull it out, yes.
Yeah, that's just a memory, so yeah. But that doesn't make sense, because, yeah, like you said, the author is still alive in that picture, so...
Well, it looks like alive, but now I'm seeing the angle. Maybe it's the death look, actually.
Maybe.
Because her entire body looks lifeless.
Although her
So,
hands
like,
are
if
still
your
looking like
body
they're
is
pushing
lifeless,
against
your
the
body
ground.
doesn't move anymore.
Mm-mm.
If your body doesn't move, if you get pulled up, your mouth goes like.
Anyway, can we go on?
I never seen so much blood before. That's when I fainted. You can't blame me, can you? And when I awoke, Mystic Army was stabbing Mystic Elise through the back.
Probably because he couldn't pull the cellar out. This is all confirmed for Karma's theory.
Karma strive for nothing but perfection. Putting together such facts is nothing for me. You should know that, Miles Edgeworth.
Perfection is an impossibility, Francesca von Karma. And I'm here to teach you just that.
Further detail, the cross-examination.
Okay, so you press on the third statement.
Moment. Seeing a weird message that I don't like what to see. Quick.
Blue sea, melody.
So what? When you said, bro?
Third.
Yeah. So you're saying that you saw the victim's blood?
That's right! Sure enough, it had splattered onto Iris too.
When the defendant was arrested, she was meditating in her room. And her blood-flecked clothing was nearly folded in a corner.
What? Her clothes were blood flecked as well?
That seems quite conservative to me.
What should I do? Press this point further? I mean, it's always pressing further, come on.
Not always.
It's always.
But it's
I
a
can't
lot.
think of a single time where it says stop here.
Well, we have one time, I think.
Okay, well, we do have to press further. Going back to your previous statement. You said that you saw little bleeding when the victim was stabbed. But now you say you saw the victim bleeding.
Well, I'd say that what I saw is what I saw.
What did you see?
Maybe I didn't see the poor woman get stabbed. But I saw the girl pull out the sword out of her, plain as day.
So I was right, she was pulling the sword out.
Pulling the sword out.
Well, it wasn't exactly pulling. It was more like it came out.
Witness, you will add this testament to your testimony.
Oh, was that important?
More important.
More important than you can imagine.
There you go again, Danny.
Yep, sorry, automatic. I got all the power when I see this site.
There is nothing you can do. Automatic. Voice is taking over you. Automatic. Be looking in your eyes. She will hypnotize.
So apparently you present the sword on the news statement.
The first one?
On that one just net, that's on screen. On that, yeah. Sister Bikini, you are a reliable witness. At least, I'd like to think so. But there are too many contradictions here.
You mean you make it sound like truth? I'm a liar! But you're a handsome young man, so I forgive you.
Uh-oh.
Oh my god, he got hit. Miles Edgeworth got hit on the ladies again.
Well, Larry can't do it anything like that.
What contradictions are you talking about?
In the scene that the witness claims to have seen, the weapon was thrust up to its hilt into the victim. Furthermore, the killer withdrew the weapon smoothly from the body. However, both of these are complete impossibilities.
Ah!
Explain yourself!
To start with, do you think it would be possible to stab someone to the hilt with this? No matter how I look at the defendant, she doesn't appear strong enough for that.
Objection. Doesn't appear, but meaningless dribble. I too may appear to be weak and frail, but I can crush man under my heel and make them weep, should I so choose.
Objection stands. I went a little back there, I must admit.
That isn't the only issue here. If this sword was truly stabbed into the body up to the hilt, well, just look at all the branches on it. It certainly wouldn't come out smoothly. We also have the problem of the amount of bleeding. It's true that when a blade is left in a body, it acts as a plug of sorts. However, when the weapon is shaped like this, it's an entirely different story. The wound would be too large for the blade to completely stop the bleeding.
Objection. That's nothing more than conjecture. In reality, the victim was stabbed with the shitsu. Even a weapon of this nature may still have sometimes slide out smoothly, and may still sometimes stop the bloodlust.
I'm not finished. There's still one more conclusive contradiction.
You still got more?
This one is simple. If this sword really was thrust in all the way to the hilt, why is there only blood on the tip of it?
One. Yeah?
I said my line.
Okay, we didn't hear it.
If this witness is telling the truth, then there should be blood along the entire length of the sword.
No!
Order up!
Bravo, Miles Edgeworth! Raising this many contradictions from a single piece of evidence. All the other attorneys I know could maybe manage one, if that.
What? But what does that does all mean? To prove a contradiction regarding to the murder weapon, but
Having come this far, there can only be one answer.
And that is?
The weapon used to kill the victim was not the Shitsu.
now I'm thinking about it. What if it's the same murderer that stabbed the victim twice? First with a smaller weapon, and then with this one, like a kitchen
How would
knife.
they do that? They would have to stab her, push her out the window, and somehow go all the way down out into the courtyard, and then stab her again with this knife, with this sword, sorry, in all an expanse of like 10 minutes.
Well, it's possible, right?
Possible,
What?
but hard.
Oh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Foolish idea born from the foolish mind of a foolhardy foolish fool. Hey,
Nice! That's a record!
Yeah, it's total 6.
We only had one time, like a few times that only were 5, but now we had a 6er! Woohoo!
A foolish idea born from the foolish mind of a hardly foolish fool.
Let's examine this again. What was it that made us think this sword was the murder weapon?
Well, it's because Mystic Army was holding it.
Exactly. However, if you reflect on this, that is the only basis we have to assume such a thing. The impression left by the scene was just too strong. That is what influenced us. It influenced us to believe that the Shizi Zittu was the murder weapon.
Order! Woo!
Or maybe the Shishitsu was not a murder weapon. Even if that is the case, it changed nothing, Miles Edgeworth.
Why doesn't it change nothing, huh?
The sister here saw everything. She saw that the defendant stabbed the victim with a sword-like object.
That's true. Corresponds, Miss Edgeworth.
If that is so, I would like the prosecution to answer the obvious question it raises.
The obvious question?
Yes, namely, where did the real murder weapon disappear to?
Huh?
It goes without saying that the police searched the main hall and the surrounding area. Perhaps the prosecution can enlighten us as to if a sword-like object was found.
That is... That's... This is...
Answer the question, Miss Former Karma.
evidence of that kind was found.
Another mystery to throw onto the pile. The trial without a murder weapon is a tricky beast.
Excuse me, could I say something? What is it, honey? I just remembered something, actually. Oh? What is it, sister? I'm just thinking it's possible. That just maybe, well, actually happened was, it was just over there.
What exactly are you going on about here?
Murder weapon, I mean, maybe. I think I might know where the sword was disposed of. Ha ha ha! Well then. I think we need to hear testimony from you one more time, sister.
Impossible. What else? What else could this old woman have seen?
Location of the weapon. I saw the murder at around 11 p.m. And after asking that will be reported, I went out to the main gate. And there I saw tracks that indicated the snowmobile had been used. It takes 50 minutes to walk to Disky Bridge, but less 5 during one of those. Maybe they threw the weapon into Eagle River and came out back while I was knocked out. I wish could have done that. She can't drive the snowmobile after all.
Witness, please tell us everything you know right away next time.
I'm not in the best of shape. What with my back and my age, you know. Quite. There were indeed snowmobile tracks in front of the main gate. Here's a photograph. Oh.
Neat. A snowball. Oh, I see. It certainly isn't in theory.
The tracks begin in the front of Hazakura Temple and run all the way to Dusky Bridge. That solves your pesky little problem, yes? The Eagle River's current is quite swift, meaning if that doesn't freeze over winter, making a perfect place to dispose of the murder weapon.
Did she really go to the river to dispose of the murder weapon?
May you have your cross-examination, please?
Well, first off, bro, I just gotta go to the toilet, so we'll be back in a minute, okay?
Yep.
He took a long piss.
Very long one.
Hope he's not falling into the toilet.
Let's hope not.
Okay, I'm back.
Welcome back.
Alright, so we're looking at the testimony of hers. Okay. Do you present the track photos on the second last statement, so number 5, bro?
Eagle River.
And I present the photo on this statement.
Yep,
The tracks photo.
that's the one. I admit, this photograph proves something. It proves that the snowmobile was used on the night of the murder.
You finally accepted the inventable, it seems, Miles Edgeworth.
However,
if what the witness says is true, then why is there only one set of tracks?
What do you mean?
Iris left Hazakura Temple, threw the weapon into the river, and then returned. If this was the case, then naturally there should be 2 sets of tracks in the snow. Those from heading out to the bridge, and those from coming back.
Ah, you're right! Huh. You are forgetting one thing, Miles Edgeworth. On the night of the murder, it was snowing. The tracks leading to bridge were erased by the snowfall.
yeah, but not so fast, because I'm even an expert on snow and it doesn't do that quick.
This removes your precious contradiction now, doesn't it?
I see. While she was at the river, the snow stopped, leaving just the return tracks in the snow.
What do you have to say now, Miles Edgeworth?
Is there a flaw in her theory? There is a contradiction.
There is a flawless there's a flawless victory.
The tracks to the river were covered by snow. What a nice theory. However, Miss Von Karma, that is impossible.
Would you care to explain why there is a rude index finger currently pointed at my general direction?
No need. The evidence will do all the talking for me.
On the night of the murder, the killer went and returned from the Dusky Bridge, or to dispose of the murder weapon. Outgoing the tracks will erased by snow, or so claims Miss Von Karma. Ms. Edgeworth, present your evidence to the on direction A. What evidence going out of the tracks will be covered by snow? Can only be this.
Hang on. It says here that you have to present weather data. Witness, please tell us again what time it was when you witnessed the crime.
Like I said, it was around 11.
Of course, this means that the weapon was thrown away after that time, correct? On that note, please take a look at this data. It is the weather report for Eagle Mountain on the night of the murder.
The weather report?
Snow started to fall at 7 p.m., but it stopped at around 10:50 p.m.
Huh?
Therefore, when the sister witnessed the crime at 11 p.m., the snow had already stopped falling. It is impossible for any tracks made after that time to have been covered up.
Order, order! Very well then. Like Miss Von Karma's claim has been snowed in. Ah!
It's too soon to be closing this trail due to snow. Ha! Miles Edgeworth, how pathetic of you. Do rely on the better of all things. Answer me this then. When is the weather report ever correct?
Oh, no, you got it all wrong. This isn't a forecast, this is actual data. Ah!
Forecast data, all weather reports have some inaccuracies.
Inaccuracy, but also...
It may have still been snowing in the vicinity well past 11 p.m.
It's true, we cannot be totally sure, eh?
What? How did she pull that off?
It's for karma! It's for karma, bitch! It stopped snowing at Hirozura Temple at the murder took place. You need to provide conclusive evidence of this.
I've come this far. There's no turning back now. Very well. I too cannot allow any doubt to remain concerning this testimony.
You can't back down, can you? Such a perfectionist. Miles Edgeworth.
Very then, Mr. Edgeworth. Where is your evidence that it had already stopped snowing when the victim was killed? See
Oh, it's
here.
the actual crime photo. Everything's covered in snow except for her. Ultimately, it all comes down to one point. That being, whether or not it was snowing in that courtyard when the victim was stabbed.
That's right, but proving that is.
Incredibly easy.
Huh?
If we want to know whether it was snowing or not, this photo will tell us everything. Of course, I am referring to the photo of the crime scene. As you can see, everything is covered with snow. With just one exception.
And that is?
The victim herself, Miss Elise Dogsman, sorry. Why is there no snow on top of her? The answer is simple. It had stopped snowing when she was killed, that's why.
No!
In other words, if the killer really did go to the Eagle River to dispose of the murder weapon, then in this photograph there should be two sets of tracks.
Ah!
Damn!
So what are you suggesting, Miles Edgeworth?
To be honest, I am not entirely sure myself, but this is simply what all of the facts point to. That night, someone used some snowmobile to leave Hazakura Temple. From the tracks left, it can be understood that they were heading for Dusky Bridge. At that time, it was still snowing.
Of course it was, because those tracks were erased by the snow.
Then, when this person returned to Hazakura Temple, the snow had stopped. Thus, the return tracks remained.
Let's say something. This is all sounding a bit fishy to me. What does this stuff? There is only one key to the snowmobile. Furthermore, one the night in question, we know the defendant had it. The key was found in a room after the murderer. What do you only mean that night? Iris used a snowmobile to go to the inner temple.
But Iris said that she never went there. I should probably press on this point some more when I get the chance.
The snowmobile can't cross the suspension bridge. So she must have left it on the Hazakura side of the bridge and crossing from road.
That sounds right.
But what honest, when I left Iris to return to Hazakura Temple, I didn't see anything near the ski bridge. You must have been just thrilled to see it, sister. Maybe, but when I made it back to Hazakura Temple, it was there by the main gate, that snowmobile, I mean. And I know what I saw. It was covered in snow too.
But that is impossible.
Order in the court. What does this all mean?
So then, what was the snowmobile used for? It wasn't taken by the defendant when she went to the inner temple. If it had been, then the witness couldn't possibly have seen it by the gate. Furthermore, it wasn't used by the killer to dispose of the murder weapon. If that was the case, there should be 2 sets of tracks in this photo. All we know is this. After it stopped snowing, someone used the snowmobile to return to Hazakura Temple. I never thought a simple snowmobile could cause so much trouble.
Larry?
Larry Butts.
I feel Larry.
Me too.
I think we have learned all where we come from this witness.
Yes. I have nothing more to add. I told you everything that I know.
But then that still leaves us with the same problem. There was someone, the witness, testified to have seen the snowmobile.
A witness, huh?
Was there no one out walking, perhaps near the Dusky Bridge on that night?
I don't think that's likely. It was cold enough to freeze your ears off. Only an idiot would get out wandering in that.
Boy.
But it's the
It
one that
has-
is an idiot.
It has to be Larry.
Yep.
You foolish idiot! Oh, unless they had something really important to do.
That's a shame. Hold on.
Larry.
We all think the
Hold
same
on.
page, so we don't have to think what Edgeworth is thinking.
Something is coming to me. An idiot may well have gone wandering out on that subarctic night. Your Honor, actually, there just might be one individual who may be of help to us.
Really?
You know of somebody who might have been the snowmobile on the night of the murder?
I don't know for sure if he saw it or not. But there are 2 things about him that do come to mind.
Which are?
First, that he saw something incredible on the night of the murder.
Yep, I knew it. We all knew it. If something smells,
It is usually the bird.
And that second being.
This individual that I am thinking of went wandering outside on that cold night. In other words, he is our kind of idiot.
he lit his head. Arrgh! Whichever, who is this idiot we're talking about?
I don't think there's any second guess. We all know it's him.
This guy must have producer of Lean the guide to the French painting.
No. This guy must be a product of Jean-Luc, the Leduc Guide to Obnoxious French Painting.
This is Larry Butts, a disciple of the victim Elise Dorksman.
Here's to it, interesting. And why was he running outside on the night of the murder?
That's...
Should tell them up.
I could tell them all about his designs for Iris. But it may cost us his credibility as a witness before I even call him. He is, after all, an artist. He was perhaps searching for something in the snowy scenery that would move him. Although I cannot guarantee that this is the reason.
So, this unfortunately unrelatable looking man. What exactly was it that he saw?
I intend to extract that from him right here in this courtroom.
Ouch.
Summon this youth as a witness immediately.
I have no choice, do I?
I believe he is in the gallery for this trial. It will not take long to summon him.
Very well.
Larry. You may have escaped me yesterday, but today I'm going to get everything out of you.
The court will now adjourn for a 20-minute break. Ms. Forkama, please see to prepare the next witness.
Understand, Your Honor.
Good. Well then, court is now in recess. And this is how we're gonna end off, guys, even though it took a little bit longer than expected. I just wanted to see what since the beginning I all had to lie because things were not adding up, so we had to close a few books before we could open it. So yeah, guys, this is Sally it for now. If you like the content so far, make sure to hit that sexy free follow button. You can also go to twitch.tv/MegaDragonoid. You can also hit the notification bell to see me going live or put up a video. You can also go to deviant.com/MegaDragonoid. We'll be putting down my art. And if you want to go to my Twitter page, just go to the description below, as well as the Discord server. And yeah, that basically it from my end. If Justin or Cheryl want to do theirs, they can if they want now.
He said.
Hmm?
You said.
Okay.
I'm being random today.
Yeah, we can
Everyone's being
tell.
random. Sarah,
Yes.
do you want to go first with your YouTube
Sure.
stuff?
If you want to go to my YouTube, you search for Princess Sarah with the light blue hedgehog on it. And there you have it.
If you want to go to my YouTube, it's Just Parodies Man. My Twitch is Just Parodies Minor, and my DeviantArt is Dr. Chester the First.
And I guess that's it for now, everyone. Next time we will be possibly finishing this trial, and maybe Phoenix Wright will return. So I have more voicing to do, and less cracking Justin's voice.
Hey,
Quacky.
Sorry?
Quacky.
Justin said something.
I said hey. My voice isn't
Hey.
cracking, it's fine.
Okay. Well, I was worried that it was a little bit cracky because, yeah, you had to do so much voicing today. That's why I said that.
Yeah.
My voice feels fine.
Okay. But yeah, see you next time, everybody. Peace!
Peace.